Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. Today, we're diving into the world of PAX West 2025, where indie games once again proved they can outshine any AAA publisher. From horror parkour thrills to rhythm-based sushi slicing, the Rising Showcase at PAX was packed with surprises. I am your host, Ace, and joining me, I had to pull him out of a deep, dark swamp where he was living it up in Metal Gear Solid Delta. It's Ryan.
Metal Gear. That's all I walk around and say now.
Is that it? Is that your catchphrase now?
That's
just walk
it.
around
Or
Ryan,
Metal
poison.
Gear.
I gotta ask you, because I think you're the only human being on the planet that was disappointed about the release date for Silksong, just because it was so close to the release date of Metal Gear Solid.
We're going to get into that, because I
Alright.
got some things to say.
Okay.
Do you have something? All
I
right,
have
all
some
right.
things to say, yeah.
And today we will be testing his limits on what is considered graphics. It's Josh.
Well, if it involves like a really dumb controller and like, I don't know, something weird like sushi, that might be it. But that's just a guess. Completely
Is that just your guess? That's a really
random
strong,
guess.
educated guess you got there, man.
How oddly specific.
Man, these game showcases, they just keep coming.
I like it.
It feels like, yeah, I love it. Especially
what a
with
year.
like the no kidding, dude. I mean, with the quality of indies we've been getting too recently, like, bring it. Come on. Like,
Is
these
there-
indie
is
devs
there
are
another,
really
like-
showing their stuff.
Is there another high quality indie coming out? Like,
Oh, come on.
day of
There's
this
a few
episode or
on this
anything?
list.
Is that-
I mean, there's one in particular that comes out on the day this episode comes out.
Today?
What?
Today?
That's right. Silksong today, boys!
I'm not going to believe it still till it's loaded on my computer.
Oh, come on now. We even got a confirmation on how much Silksong is going to cost, which is $19.99.
Dude, I don't know what's more amazing is that we're actually have a release date for Silksong that is, I mean, the day this episode releases, which is, you know, behind the scenes look, guys, it's Tuesday night. We're recording this. So, you know, less than 2 days. Or the fact that they could have easily charged $60 or $70 for Silksong. Dude, when the price leak came out, because GameStop leaked it by accident, and when the price leak, I was like, that's not real, dude. There's no way they're only charging $19.99 for Silksong. There's no way.
Some people are mad about that. Some people are mad they're only charging $19.99 for Silksong.
Well, people are dumb.
What people are like, please take more of my... this is not me defending saying that you should charge $70 for Silksong. I'm just saying they could have, and they're still going to sell a gajillion copies.
I would have thought 40 was a fair price.
40 is what I expected.
That's
Yes.
what I was
30 is what I
expecting too.
wanted.
Yeah.
20 was ideal.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Like,
we'll get
oh
two
my
we'll get two
gosh.
DLCs for like 15 or 20 each, and then you'll end
That's
up paying
fine, though.
70
But I'm like,
anyways.
okay.
Which is, yeah, that's fine.
Because I don't have to buy the DLC. I mean, I would buy the DLCs, you know, but it's like, but I don't have to. I'm still
Yeah.
getting the base game. People getting upset over a game being, who is getting upset by this?
People who say this hurts, like, the indie scene, I guess, like what devs can charge for their games. It's
What?
like, you're empowering people to charge more than their games are worth then.
Okay. That's a dumb thought process, number one. Okay.
Mhm.
Like, because like, if you think about it, yes, we love indie devs, thus this indie episode every single week. You
Yep.
know, so it's like we're putting our money, our podcast where our mouth is in this case to say,
Yeah.
hey,
Where's the
support-
money?
Right, yeah. You know, well, we buy the games and we try to do that, you know, but it's like, but dude, like, so we're here. We are supporting indie devs. We are trying to put these games in front of people. But you also have to understand that most indie studios and developers are very small teams of people that are doing this. This is not a AAA studio that has insane overhead, 200 full-time employees that they have to pay. If an indie game hits, those people are rich, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dude, you don't
dude.
think Team Cherry's filthy stinking rich off of Hollow Knight? You don't think that they're going to get doubly filthy stinking rich off of Silksong, even at $20 for the game? Like, I get that it's like people, the heart is there to say, hey, we think this hurts other indie studios and indie devs. But at the same time, it's like, understand your audience, understand, you know, what these games are. that it takes less people to develop these. They can take 6 years to develop Silksong because they do it with a smaller team of people. It's just, you're not comparing apples and oranges when you talk about the cost of a AAA game and the cost of an indie game. It is expected that indie games will not run the same price as a AAA game. Is that fair? That's a debate for a different time, because how many AAA games suck? And then we go, I want my $70 back. So
now they want 80. They want $80 for those AAA games.
Well, and then you end up getting, like Midnight Walk for $40.
Yeah,
Midnight Walk was twice the price of what Silksong's going to be, which is insane to me. I mean, it was a whatever game,
half
and
the time.
Yeah, we know we have our issues with that and whatnot, but okay. So I don't know if it's just me. Everyone out there in listener land, let me know if you feel the same. I don't know what it is, guys, but I just could not even care less right now about Silksong. Like, I have no hype to it, and I don't know what it is. I'm not hyped up, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just been so long.
Right now?
You know. I know. Listen, when you haven't eaten for so long, and you're starving, and then all of a sudden you're like not hungry anymore. That's what I feel like for Silksong. Like, I've been waiting and so hyped for so long, and we've just been pushed off, and now it's like all of a sudden gonna be here, and I'm kind of like, all right, cool. I'm excited.
So I actually understand what you're saying, dude, because I've had this before. Everybody knows I'm probably the easiest to get like way overhyped for a game too, if it's a game I'm interested in. But at the same time, I think this kind of like lack of excitement comes from, it's been forever. Can the game live up to the expectation? Is it actually really happening? You've said time and time again, you'll believe it when you're sitting at the title screen, kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's weird because I am excited. Like, I mean, I'm super excited to dive in, but my excitement level is not the same as it would be for like Cyberpunk or Remnant 2 or some of these, or Expedition 33, where it's like, I cannot wait to get my hands on this. There is this weird, almost like trepidation where it's like, I am really excited to get my hands on this, but I'm also just a little like, please let it be what I want it to be, And
you
if
feel
it
unsure.
is, I think you'll kind of get into that and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this game really is amazing. Yeah. But I 100% get what you're saying, dude, where it's like, I'm very excited, but there's parts of me where I'm like, why am I not like inside, like bursting with hype,
I'm talking with my friends, and like I'd go play Symphony of the Night, and we love Metroidvanias. I go play games with them, and we're talking, and he's super stoked, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know what. Honestly, all I can think about is Battlefield. I just cannot wait till October, dude.
I mean, there is some truth to that.
Yeah,
man.
And that's what I'm so stoked for. But I know once I'm sitting down, like I said, at that title screen, and my son's there, and we boot it up, and we got that amazing atmosphere and the music and everything. I'll get into it. I'm sure, but I don't know. I was just thinking about today. I'm like, man, I don't have that hype.
It seems surreal. Honestly, if I had to try to like quantify it, I think it's just that it's surreal and it doesn't feel like we're actually going to be playing it like in 2 days or less than 2 days. I'm pretty sure once it's like booted up and I'm actually like running around, I'm going to be like,
I think you'll change your tune the moment it's installed on your PCs and you're all in that first level and the music kicks in and you see that first animated cutscene and you're back in Hollow Nest again.
Yeah. I'm going to have to try to freaking unlock the whole dang map again. That's my biggest gripe.
I'm wondering if the map system will be different this time.
Oh, I hope so.
I get so lost, man.
I have
a good sense of direction, man. Like, I have a really good sense of direction, but I'm like, where was I going? What was I doing? Is it over here? Run 10 minutes over there, and I'm like, oh, nope, this isn't it. Dang it. What is it? Oh, is it over there? Clear on the other side of the map?
Dang it! If you remember in Hollow Knight, you couldn't even see yourself on the map unless you had the compass equipped.
Oh, I know. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So
that was the worst.
Listen, please give us.
I fell down a corridor. All right, I must be right here.
Prince of Persia. Is it Sands of Time? What's Lost Crown? Lost Crown.
Sands of Time is one of the games.
That is the best Metroidvania map like assist where you can just take a screenshot. You push a button to say, mark this location. It pins a screenshot of that location to the map. So you can be like, oh yeah, this was that door up there that I couldn't reach. When it's just an icon on a map, I'm like, what was this? Was it a gap? Was it water? Was it a door? Like, I don't remember what this was.
See, that's where the guide section on Steam comes in handy. But
I don't like that, man. I want to play the game. Like, I don't want to cheat. In my brain, it's like I'm cheating if I'm looking up a map for this game. And it's like, I don't want to do that. I want the game to I want to experience it. But at the same time, it's like, bro, I need some kind of direction at some point,
Give me
man.
some help.
I don't know, I'll get a notepad, start writing it down.
There you go.
All right, we can't spend the whole episode
We
so
can,
far.
Ace. We can.
We can do
We
what we
will.
want.
In the future, we will.
We will. We will be deep
Not
diving
this
Silk
time.
Song as well.
I want to move on to PAX West and some of its indie highlights because they had their Rising Showcase, which is where they show, new indie games and new indie devs and sort of like spotlight them and bring them to light, which super cool. Always love when they do that. I love when showcases take time. I'm sure you have to pay for that slot. Don't get me wrong. But I like that they have that as an option. We're looking at Valor Mortis first. Oh, dude, this is like a Dishonored Souls-like set in a Napoleonic Eldritch Plague.
It's
It is
wild.
crazy. I love it. Like this has to have spoken to you somehow, Josh.
Well, when you name your game Courage and Death, but in Latin, you're instantly going to get my interest. I will say this game looks very neat. I don't. It's like it's a Souls-like. It's a Napoleon like era Souls-like. Yes, it does have my interest. I just don't really know what this game is at this point. Like, there's some dude, he's kicking butt. He reminds me of like Sauron in Lord of the Rings, where he's just wrecking the battlefield, and then all of a sudden, like somebody snipes him from a window, and then the dude just is like, you know what?
Fill him full of holes.
Instead of dying, I'm gonna crush this vial that turns me into this hideous undead beast. Like, would you do that if you knew you were dying, and you're like, okay, this is the end, but I can either die or I can crush this vial and turn into this hideous, like, to get your
beast
revenge.
it up, bro. I'm going beast mode for sure.
Depends
I would
on the
do it.
situation where it's
I
like,
mean, if there's certainty I'm dying and I just want to take these fools out, then yes.
yeah, I kind of think. the same
I
way.
also
Like,
wouldn't like just walk around with a sword when there's guys with guns everywhere and just think I'm just gonna.
I don't know. He was doing work with that
Yeah, he
sword
was
first.
doing work.
until he got
was
shot like
going
15
crazy.
times.
Yeah.
This game does look pretty bananas, dude. It looks like it mixes a little, like you said, Dishonored / BioShock with
I
like
like
the
that. Yeah,
hand
that's
with
what
the
I got.
abilities.
Yeah.
You've got the close up with the gun. You see him shooting people in the face with a pistol. Like, the combat in this game looks really neat to me. There's these weird mutated dudes like it's neat because when he slashes a guy, it like slashes his head in half. So it's like there's a lot of like interesting detail in this game. The graphics look very muddy to me, like very almost like they're blurred a little bit, which kind of seems counterintuitive to like you have this great looking combat system and these effects, but then your textures look really, really blurry and muddy, which kind of throws me off a little bit. So it's like, and it's a Souls-like. Like, how many Souls-like games can we get before it's like, you better be Lies of P level Souls-like, because if you're not, you're just another one in the freaking sea of Souls-likes at that point.
I feel like
Yeah,
too
but
we've been comparing a lot of stuff with BioShock lately too. We're like,
Everything wants to be BioShock.
I feel like everything we see, we're like, yeah, kind of get BioShock vibes from it,
I mean, I'm okay with that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if they pull it off, but how many games have pulled it off so far?
not many.
Abyssus.
Abyssus, like, honestly,
Yeah.
as far as the vibe goes, Abyssus is the only one that has kind of pulled off that. But Abyssus is also like part of BioShock is like it's civilization. Like,
Yeah.
there's people living there, and Abyssus is like they're just caverns and stuff too. So it's a little bit different. In the
Yeah,
vibe that
that's
they're going
true.
for. So I don't know.
I will say that Valor Mortis is doing something kind of interesting where it's going for the first person Souls-like, which
I do
you
like
don't see a
that.
lot of. You don't see that a
Yeah.
lot. Most Souls-likes are that third person view, which, knowing me, I struggle when you put me in the first person's perspective out of the third
Weird to
person.
me. I prefer first person. I feel like it's more immersive in my opinion.
How did you guys play Skyrim?
First
I
person,
played it mostly in
100%
third
for me.
person.
Oh, okay. You guys both? Oh, okay. I
I-
would switch, but mostly I was the third person as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't want
It
to
was
see
easier to
like,
see
your
your
hands
surroundings.
and like your little sword and the
I want to see the world, man. Like I can, I'll switch
you're
in.
seeing the world like you
I
would
went to
experience
first person
the
like
world.
when I would go into buildings and stuff, so I could actually like look around.
Bro, I've played that game like 15 times playthrough. Like I've done both, so I've seen the world in both views.
Yeah, that's
many.
I
many
played that
I
times.
game on Nintendo Switch.
I
It
will-
barely ran.
Almost always prefer first person when given the option.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Valor Mortis seems interesting to me. It was the biggest like standout graphically. It was the biggest standout for what they're trying to do. And I hope to see more of it, and I hope they can fix those muddy textures.
It seems like it's the most well-developed game, I would say, or furthest along in the development, or the game that more closely approaches the AAA level than the indie level. It kind of blends that boundary between the two.
Yeah. And this is coming from the devs who did the Ghost Runner series. So
yeah, that's weird because that's like a fast-paced kind. I don't
know.
I'm interesting. They know what they're doing, which is good. So.
They do have a playtest too on Steam. You can request.
That might be worth signing up for.
Yeah, check it out.
So check it out, audience. I guess. And moving on to Terrible Lizards. Have you guys? I know, what a name, right? Have you guys like ever thought of putting a like platformer into a horror game? Like, has that ever crossed your mind?
I'm curious to see how this is a platformer though, because you don't really get to see much. It kind of just
we know very little.
Yeah, no, very little. It's a pretty cool like trailer where it's just got some neat music and it's kind of just showing you almost like a slideshow through the area as it pans around. But I'm interested to see what gameplay or the parkour aspect of it actually is. Like what is this game? You know?
Yeah, like I'm very curious where this is going, because it's like it's a creepy roadside dinosaur attraction. You're parkouring throughout the place, but like that's all we really saw. We didn't really see anything.
To me, this is such a pander to the Five Nights at Freddy's crowd.
Okay, I was wondering if you thought this counts as mascot horror.
I'm just going to call it and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if you can capitalize on the hype that's Five Nights at Freddy's, like that's a smart move. So it's like I'm not dissing them for this, but you're absolutely pandering to that crowd because it's like, what's going on inside this dinosaur park? And there's something scary going on behind the scenes. And it's like, you mean like Five Nights at Freddy's? And at one point they even pan past like these three costumes in a locker.
The costumes.
And it's like, oh, okay, well that's totally Five Nights at Freddy's right there. So it's like this game would absolutely cater to like my kids, dude. And when I say my kids, you gotta understand my kids are teenagers now, man. So it's like I'm not talking like, but like my kids love Five Nights at Freddy's. My oldest daughter loves dinosaurs. So it's like if I tell her, hey, there's a game that's like Five Nights at Freddy's meets dinosaurs, she's gonna be like, what? Like, really? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's called Terrible Lizards. And she's gonna be like, well, I gotta look this up. But
the name is growing on me.
I don't know, man. It's like this, like it's part. Why are we just mixing genres at this point? Like, why?
What else is there to do?
I feel like it's like we're just trying to make recipes now, man. Like we don't know what the heck we're doing.
Parkour, like, Souls-like.
Yeah, parkour, Souls-like, guys.
Please, no.
We've got a parkour adventure. Oh wait, it landed on Five Nights at Freddy's and parkour. Sure, we can do that.
If this were AAA developers, I'd 100% believe they were all sitting in a boardroom with a wheel. They're like, all right.
Yeah.
This is our budget. What are we going to make? Here we go.
Narrative-driven platformer.
Yeah.
Boom. Done. Yeah. That we don't know much, but I guess we'll see. Like I'm sure there's a market
where this
for
goes.
It. Yeah.
I'm curious if this will be a flash in the pan kind of thing where it's just trying to get on that hype of Freddy's, but it never reaches it. Mm-hmm. Or if it ends up managing to cling on.
I mean, if I have to give them credit, like, the graphics look good, the visuals look good, like they show your character kind of running and jumping and grabbing things, and it's like, okay, like there's nothing like weird about this game other than like it's just a mishmash of Five Nights at Freddy's, and putting parkour in there is just a weird choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the parkour is definitely a strange choice. I'm wondering if that'll help them stand out, or it'll just totally make it off-putting.
Not to get off track here, guys, but like, have you ever wondered if you could like run up a brontosaurus neck?
Yeah,
exactly. So that's
like
the like, is that the thing here where it's like, guys, we're gonna have brontosaurus in this game with dinosaurs, and we've all wondered, could I run up a brontosaurus neck? And like that's the key. That's why they're like parkour.
Oh, what if it's like night at the museum where like it gets dark and now all the attractions are alive, like moving dinosaur attractions? You got a platform on,
almost like Five Nights at Freddy's, where the things come out in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I was referencing something that's cool, but
I was just curious because it sounded an awful lot like Five Nights at Freddy's. So
virtually identical.
Virtually identical. All right, buddy. All right, we're going to take a quick little break, but we'll be right back. All right, moving on to Sashimi Slayer. Josh, just go ahead and say your piece about this one.
What is this game, Ace? Okay, number one, I don't know that I've ever seen a website or whatever you linked in this show doc to
That's
this.
called itch.io.
It's the worst ever.
Like itch.io, itch. I don't know because this website sucks. Number one,
so
it hurts my eyes to look at. And I know we talk about graphics a lot, but we're talking about video game graphics. We're not talking about website graphics, dude. Like, this looks like it was made by like a middle school computer lab.
It's just a free site where people upload games you can download for free, completely for free.
They have tables, they have lists. Like, who designed this website? Number one,
it looks like 99 like MSN.
It's
little
like a MySpace
website.
page threw up on their website, dude. Okay,
Let's see if we're in their top 5.
So then you get this. Like, they're trying to showcase this game. And look, I'm all for a neat controller scheme, Rock Band, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, okay, that's neat. These dudes are trying to mimic like a katana where if you unsheath the katana, you're chopping through sashimi. Bro, this is dumb. This is straight dumb. I'm sorry. Number one, are you giving me the katana controller? Because if you think I'm spending any kind of money on this controller to play this super dumb one game that it's going to work for, like, bro, you can tell me this katana controller is $10 and I'd be like, I'm sorry, that's too much.
But like, if they like start making a series and then like you can play with every series.
It'll be the exact same.
Yeah. And it's not even, you're not even unsheathing the whole sword. Like, if it had full movement tracking, like the old laser guns or something, like, okay, that's one thing, but this is just literally going like you just jiggle the controller. It's just a quick but then, Ace, this is quite possibly the dumbest thing I have ever seen, man. Like, I'm not trying to throw shade to the developers because
I will. This is stupid.
Run with your passion. But if your passion is making terrible controller ideas into reality and then trying to make that match up with a really dumb looking game at the same time, like, you guys ever seen Shark Tank where they're just honest with the people and they're like, hey, you may not be on the right track here. And the people are like, but this is my dream. And then they go, you should just try to have a different dream.
Get a dream.
Like,
Get a different dream.
Sometimes dreams die.
Example of like, you should just let this dream die. I'm sorry.
Man, that's rough. Poor Sashimi Slayer. They just
come on, Ace. You can't. Are you arguing?
I can't defend it. Okay, I can't defend it. I just wanted to.
I'm also going to have to talk to my lawyer because that is what they call me at the sushi restaurant. So
the Sashimi Slayer.
Yeah,
I do love me some sushi too, man. Yeah.
Well, before we just stomp all over the grave of Sashimi Slayer anymore, we're moving on to No Stone Unturned.
Now we're talking an actual game.
Yeah, well, Sashimi Slayer definitely didn't leave No Stone Unturned. I don't think it turned over any.
Not much of a mystery what's going to happen with that game, I guess.
Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, No Stone Unturned is a comedy mystery point-and-click detective noir game where you play as a squirrel who must discover why the chicken crossed the road.
What's up with you and rodents, dude?
I don't know.
Wait, we haven't even gotten to the real game yet.
We might not even make it there. You know what? Maybe
I think we'll have time.
We're going to have time to get to that one. Don't you worry. I'll be honest, dude. This game kind of looks neat to me. Like, I love a game that has like 50 mini games inside of it. It almost kind of reminds me a little bit of like Dave the Diver in a way where it's like there's just these built-in mini games where you're kind of doing different things. Like the presentation in this game actually comes across pretty good. Like the voiceover work is decent. Like this seems like an actually like kind of neat game, dude.
I know, right? Like
Ryan's shaking his head. He's like, no.
Ryan does
This
not
looks
like this
as dumb
game.
as the last one.
You just don't like point and clicks.
I do like point and clicks though. So I'm
this
kind
looks
of
like when you
that.
like get your like a fresh install of a computer or something, and this like comes with Windows or something, and you have no internet yet.
Oh man! Oh,
poor No Stone Unturned.
What a diss!
What a
man.
diss.
I'm grumpy,
called
man.
their
It was
game
hot today.
Solitaire.
I'm grumpy. That's all.
You know what? You don't get to be Squirrel Detective Cox, all right?
Oh no!
I
You don't
think
get
this
to see
game
the
looks kinda
quirky
neat.
characters.
I will never play this game, but I do think that our listeners should at least like look this one up because it kind of looks neat, man. There's a lot of mini games going on. It seems quirky. It seems well presented. Again, this is a game I'll never play in a million years, but I think there's enough here that this could absolutely interest some people.
I would agree. I think the comedy will also carry it a long way. I think it'll get its niche group of fans, similar to other point-and-click games where they just they show up every now and then like, oh, you mentioned that game. It's like, yes, now back in your cave.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I haven't played too many point-and-click games. I might check it out. It depends how much it costs when it releases, honestly.
What's your breaking point? $5?
I will pay $15 for this.
15? Okay.
I would pay 15. All right.
I'd probably pay 15.
The
Not
artwork
16,
is nice enough.
but
I would pay 15. Someone had to hand draw all that. All right. Where do I even start with this game? Hank drowning on dry land. I have some, experience with that.
Just watch our pre-show.
Yeah,
You're gonna
just
see
watch
Ace
our
drowning
pre-show.
real easy there.
Ace almost drowned before the show started. So,
All right. So picture this. You're a drunken, time-traveling Batman navigating your own subconscious to save yourself.
I don't have to picture that, Ace.
Oh, is that just your day today?
I am Batman.
where is she? Where is she?
Why'd you say that name?
When is she?
Why is she?
Oh.
We use the word fever dream around here a lot.
Yeah.
This game's
Yeah.
a fever dream.
I like this game, dude. I like this game. There's something about this game I kind of like already, man.
This does kind of look a little rad. I
Yeah.
will
This game
say
looks
one does look
awesome,
rad.
but it is
Yeah.
a fever dream.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love the whole thing of you're bringing like past versions of yourself to help you. So that explains why you can play it in co-op.
Yep.
I'm also curious though if this is going to be just funny or if it's going to like have a rug pull sad moment at the end where you realize you're an alcoholic.
So can you play this co-op with a friend, or is it because the title says you're playing it co-op with your past self. So is this actually like a co-op game, or is it like you just control
I
your
assumed
future
co-op
self?
meant you could play it with.
See,
other
I
people?
assume the other way. I assume that you play it solo, but you are controlling.
so maybe
your
you just
past
control
self
both
and
of
your
them at the
current
same
self.
time?
That was my thinking. So
Okay,
I
maybe it's
don't know.
AI co-op then.
Either way,
but you don't
could
see
be.
that a lot either, honestly.
Dude,
Not anymore. I missed that, by the way.
the art style in this game is great. The like you said,
like
the
techno.
fever dream weirdness of this game absolutely is like dude, right up my alley. Like don't be plain, dude. Don't be boring. Like we always say, you have to have something that grabs people's attention. And this trailer grabbed my attention. Like it's out there enough that it's like it gets me curious right away.
And it does
The
have that
gameplay looked
unique
fun.
like comic kind of bang pow
Yeah,
bam stuff
yeah.
too, which is cool. Kind of
That
looks
pop
fun.
art.
Yeah. I'm interested to see this one. It does have a demo, so I may have to check that
I was
out.
gonna
Oh.
say I might actually check this demo out.
Honestly,
on this
yeah.
one. It's very neat. It's very memorable as far as like the visuals in this game and kind of what they're going for. I really kind of want to know a little bit more about the gameplay on it. And the fact that they're offering a demo is a good sign to say, hey, we want you to experience a little bit of this. So yeah, I think I'm actually, you know what? I'm downloading the demo right now, boys.
Oh wow, look at
Yeah.
that.
You know,
I'm gonna
I'm
try
calling
this.
garbage on this with Steam though, because it says, "Is this game relevant to you? Similar to games you've played, Metal Gear Solid Delta." Come on.
Yo,
Come
they
on,
know how to
Steve.
get
What are you-
Ryan. They know
It's
how to
the,
get
al-
Ryan.
it's the alcoholism.
Yeah, it's oh,
It's 100% the alcoholism.
that's what it is.
You know, I'll download the demo for this one as well, just because it's just so bizarre and out there, but
Dude,
it really stands out in the best way.
I think so too. And here's the thing. This does play on time mechanics. And I think those are super cool because it's like you can do so many really neat things, either via puzzles or action or just like the feel of your game, where it's like you're incorporating your past self and your current self. They show you looking at each other all the time. At one point, it says like paradox, where I think there's certain like rules that you can't break when you're interacting with your past self. That seems kind of neat. You know, so I think there's a depth to this game that we don't see in the trailer, or at least I hope so. But yeah, this one, out of all the games you listed, this one is the one that grabs my attention the most.
That's good to know. Yeah, it's good to know that it is finding its audience, and honestly, it's more broad than I expected.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
I'd
pretty
drop this in here and you'd just both be like, what the heck is this?
No, just the katana one.
Just the katana one. Oh, all right. And the detective one, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, we're going to get through these last two really quick. So there was outside of PAX West, there was also an MIX showcase on Steam, which was, oh gosh, what does MIX stand for? Oh, the Media Indie Exchange, which I know does not start with an X. But they showcased two games here that I really wanted to talk about. One being GIGASWORD, which is part of my favorite genre, the Metroidvania.
Yep.
It does something I really like, though. Similar to one of my favorite platforming games, Shovel Knight, it utilizes the weapon as more than just a weapon.
Yep.
It is also the key to the puzzles. It is part of the platforming, part of the, stage breaking. And I love seeing that, dude. I love when you can utilize the weapon as more than just your smash stick.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was watching this. It's got the synth music, like
It's
the
so
80s
good,
synth
too.
music going
Yeah.
with it. It just, this is like, it absolutely captured like the Nintendo Metroidvania
Mhm.
Mega Man. I thought about Shovel Knight when he's wielding this gigantic
Yep.
sword, and I'm like, I see why Ace likes this game. I think it looks really well done at the same time. Everything about it, the combat looks good. There's boss fights, there's puzzles. I mean, this literally looks like a complete Metroidvania type game with platforming elements and some combat. It really looks like a mix of like Mega Man meets Castlevania to me.
Honestly, yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
And so it's like, those are both really, really good titles to reference for
Yeah.
your game. So it looks really good. This is just, if I'm going to play a Metroidvania, I'm going to play Hollow Knight or Silk Song.
That's fair, but I will say this was developed by a solo dev for 6 years as their
Okay.
passion
Well,
project.
kudos to that dude, because this game looks legit.
Looks cool, yeah, for a
Yeah.
solo dev game. It
And
looks-
that music, dude, I was vibing.
I was vibing
with
on that.
music.
Yes, that's
That-
why I was saying I was really
It is
digging this.
so
like,
good.
yeah,
seems like a cool, just like I definitely got the Mega Man vibes. Kind of takes you back a little bit, but yeah, it seems like just a chill kind of kickback. But I want to play something different and just kind of reset with a good, Metroidvania like this.
I will likely still pick this up, even if I'm like still getting through Silk Song. I'll
Of
probably go
course
to
you
this
will.
one right after.
You
Of
can
course
do
I will.
Two Metroidvanias
100%.
back to back, Ace.
I absolutely can do two
I know.
Metroidvanias back to back.
You're a beast.
Metroid Madness.
I can 100% two Metroidvanias back to
I
back.
bet
Oh,
you
God.
could.
But this game has actually got a release date. It's coming out October 2nd, which, what bad timing. But
Yeah.
It's coming out before Battlefield.
And finally, the last game on the list, Rat Scum.
What?
What?
Yeah, I'm not repeating it. I'll say it
What?
one more time. Rat Scum.
Okay.
It is a moody, side-scrolling narrative adventure where you play as a rat, because I love rats. And you sneak around and solve puzzles.
You like
and,
scummy rats, Ace?
scum rats? Yeah.
Oh, Scum.
Scum
Oh.
rats.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Mm. I
Bro,
hate you guys.
How do you always find games with rats, dude?
Well, it's Steam,
Because-
Ryan. It just said it recommends this because you like Metal Gear Solid Delta. And anytime Ace is browsing Steam, it just goes, we recommend this because it's got rodents in it, man.
It just says
Honestly,
rats.
I'm pretty sure if I looked over at it, it would have had Tales of Iron when
Yeah,
it's
Ace is
over
in the
there.
rodent. Ace is fully in the rodent algorithm now.
The rodent
Similar to these games. Yeah, your
rodent
algo's set,
algorithm
brother.
is my new band, by the way.
That's a good one.
I mean, I'll be honest, Ace, this game, cool art style. Otherwise, it does not interest me.
I didn't think it
all
would. I
on
just wanted
this
to point
one.
out because the art style is beautiful.
Also, okay, it is a beautiful art style, but like the rat, it sniffs things, and then it's like something glows, and then it's like, oh, you can interact with this, and I'm like, what?
I'm pretty sure the rat's got telekinesis. All right. I don't
Okay,
know.
but he activates it by sniffing.
Yeah, why not?
How
What's he gonna
many
do?
mechanics
He's
are
gonna
you
wave his little rat hands.
It's a rat, dude. How many mechanics are you gonna pull out? Man?
What do you want him to do?
They don't have a lot of options, bro.
I mean, you can't like whip something with your tail or something, man. Like, I don't know.
I don't. Do rats
I'm
even have
watching this, and
prehensile
this rat
tails?
stops and it sniffs the air, and then some part of the screen. Also, this game looks like it's running at like a field of view of like 30 because it's so zoomed in on everything that like my brain was like, I'm trying to back away from my monitor because it's like awkwardly close to everything, and I'm like, can you just zoom out a little bit on this, man? Like,
2 steps crosses the screen.
yeah. So I don't know. I'll never play this game, but
You know, it's going on my list of rat games that are also indie games.
Yeah, keep feeding
whatever.
that algorithm, Ace. You know,
They love you.
Yeah,
They're like, send it to Ace. He'll pick it up.
All that tells me is you don't want to sneak through vents and befriend fellow rodents. So I don't know.
Yeah,
This rat looks a little husky too.
That's a
it's
fat
a
rat.
fat
Man.
rat.
That's a
Yeah,
fat rat.
That's like
man.
that's a New York City rat. That is
Yeah.
not a that is
Bro,
not a normal
I saw
rat.
one the other day where this rat was eating a pigeon.
Oh, that was
What?
crazy, wasn't it?
It was
Did you
pulling
guys
a
see- you didn't
pigeon
see
into
Pigeon
a
Rat?
hole. The pigeon's like, and it's like it is pulling the
Wait,
pigeon into
I gotta
into
look
like
up
a
this
pipe
video
hole. Yeah,
now.
you'll have to see it. It was the crazy. The guy's
Nobody-
like, what?
Nobody interfered.
No.
Yeah, you
Everyone
don't mess
just
with the rats
watched
in
the
New York,
pigeon.
dude.
Oh heck
Yeah,
no, dude! I ain't touching those rats.
No.
Yeah, no, those rats will all stand up and drag you in next.
Oh
You're
my
like,
goodness.
And some turtles will come and beat your butt.
Dude, we used to get muskrats up in Pennsylvania when I lived in PX. We'd always play in the woods. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a muskrat, but they're huge, dude. They're
Are
like,
they?
when I say huge, I mean like beaver-sized huge.
Holy
Like,
crap!
I didn't know what they were when I was a kid. I just remember seeing these giant freaking rats, and me and my buddies being like, "What is that?" And then we
That's
learned they were
crazy.
muskrats later on. But yeah,
I had a badger chase me once. That
A
was pretty
badger?
crazy.
I ain't
Badgers
messing
are
with no
mean.
badger,
Badgers
dude.
are nasty, dude.
Yeah,
They're
badgers are
gnarly.
mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, ah!
Well, fellas, that concludes our little indie list there. I want to know, did any of these stand out to you the most, like personally?
The Hank drowning on dry
Hank.
land for me is the shining standout in this list of games. Valor Mortis has a little bit of curiosity from me, but I need to see a little bit more polish
That's
or
fair.
just a little bit more gameplay to kind of know what it's about. So those two for me are like the absolute standouts in my opinion.
That's probably the same for me. And then I really am interested to see how much they're going to charge for the sword for the Sashimi Slayer. Because that is gonna be comical. If they, in my head, I'm thinking they're gonna be like $60 or something, and I'd be like, "What,
Dude, you know how many of these you're going to see at Goodwill? Like, well, no, none, because this game's not going to catch on, number one, because the whole premise is stupid. But if it did, like, you're just going to find these dumb controller swords. It's just lining the shelves at Goodwill.
And nobody can find the games to
Yeah.
even play it because
What
they
is
just
this for?
discontinue it.
It'll be like one of those like relics of time.
Yeah, be it collectors in a museum. This never released game. Anyways, sorry. Remember, people, wishlist your indies. Wishlist your indies. It helps out the devs.
Definitely wishlist your indies. Maybe you'll make the next indie with 5 million wish lists.
Bro,
There
they
you
had
go.
to start with one. Every indie game
Honestly,
starts with
yeah.
one wish list.
Yeah, clearly we're excited for these indies, as you could tell. But let us know what indies you're excited for that were maybe not mentioned here, that were on PAX West or even on the MIX showcase. So if you enjoyed the show, I need you to do a little favor. I need you to leave us a 5-star review, write us a review if you're on Apple Podcasts, and leave us a comment wherever you are. Like, just say something. Just say hi. It's super nice for the algorithm. It puts us in people's view. And then you could show people the greatest gaming podcast there is out there, which is us if
This
you were
is
curious.
This
This
is all
is
true.
true.
And do my polls. I put polls on Spotify.
Yeah, do Ryan's polls. He works on
They're
those.
the silliest, dumbest polls, but I love them so much.
I
too,
laugh to
man.
myself every
Like,
time I type it up
yeah.
at night. I'm like,
you want to see a dumb poll that is funny and it'll make you chuckle? Just scroll down a little further. Make sure you're checking out the polls on the episodes.
And if you're really enjoying yourself, why don't you go ahead and go over to our Patreon, subscribe at little as $5 a month, get benefits like you would not believe. And if you join at the $15 tier, you get to vote on what game. You get to vote on one of us getting hijacked to play a game every month. That's
Yeah.
crazy. You
I
get
love
control of our lives like that.
I was gonna spill the beans about the game that Ryan has to play right now.
Oh yeah, you want, go ahead. Why don't you tell
So
him?
Ryan is being forced to play Dying Light, which none of us have ever played. Right? Have
Not
you
a
played?
one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm 5 hours in, Ryan. So I don't know how far in you are, but I actually put some time into this.
I am 0 hours.
Yeah, I
in.
know. So you know,
I got time. I got time, brother.
But yeah, so Ryan, and this is why we love these hijack a hosts, is these are games that are blind spots to us or that we haven't played, that our community votes on and says, hey, we want to make you play this game. They picked Ryan for this one. They picked Dying Light. I am super curious to see what Ryan thinks about this. I have a pretty good grasp of the game, and I'm going to keep playing it because it's interesting me enough to keep playing it.
Heck yeah, and we'll be able to play together, right?
Yep.
'Cause we
Oh
can-
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's
co-op,
co-op.
and I will absolutely invade you as the zombie guy And
No, it's
chat
really
as well,
cool though.
too.
They got an awesome Discord kind of thread set up and everything, and they do all the voting and tally all these games up. So it's a really cool setup and kind of helps you be part of the show and helps you force us to play a game we may like or not like. But
And speaking of our Discord, you should definitely go join that as well. Enjoy the best community in gaming we have out there.
the Oasis.
But thank you so much for listening. And until next time, happy gaming.
See ya.
Goodbye, all you rats.